It's going to be Caitlin Clark Flash Show. So it's going to be phenomenal playing with a point guard, like you said, that have a good vision on the court, because that's like as soon as she get the ball in her hand, she's throwing it up because she already see the person down the court before she even get the ball in her hand. So that's one thing I love about her vision on the court. I really can't wait to catch all those passes and give her all the assists that she needs.
Remember when Sheryl Swoopes confidently claimed that nobody wanted to play for the Indiana Fever?
People in the Fever were like, y'all.
That's not my point. There's a lot of other going on that players are like, this ain't where I want to be.
Over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some new shit going on around there.
It's a lot. Yeah. So you have players that are very significant on this Indiana Fever team that are like, I don't
want to be here.
This is where I want to be.
Yeah.
Indeed, Natasha Howard's sudden move to Indiana shut that narrative down fast and proved that Caitlin Clark is far more than just a publicity stunt. She's a magnet for talent, and players want to be part of what she's building.
I was really excited to also play with Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Mitchell, Leah Boston, like the player that, that I also say stuff on the court to them when I'm like playing against them. So, but I'm happy that I'm playing with them, not against them no more.
And let's be clear, this isn't just any player walking through the door. We're talking about Natasha Howard, a 3-time WNBA champion, a former Defensive Player of the Year, and one of the league's few players who averaged 18 points and 7 rebounds last season, when she chooses Indiana and openly says she's excited to play alongside Caitlin Clark. It's not just a roster move. It's a mic drop moment. It signals to the entire league that Indiana is becoming a destination, not a detour.
Yeah. I think it. Yep, there you go. Hey!
Let's rewind for a second. Back in April of last year, the hate for Caitlin Clark was hitting a peak. The moment she entered the WNBA conversation, the criticism started rolling in, and leading that charge, Sheryl Swoopes. With all the spotlight on Clark, Swoopes famously claimed that veteran players wouldn't want to play in Indiana, suggesting that her arrival would bring more chaos than chemistry. The narrative was clear. Clark's presence would be a distraction, turning the team into a media circus that others would want no part of.
What kind of things do you feel?
I'm not in the locker room.
Okay. But I'm
talking about more social media.
Okay.
It's a turn.
Right? It's a turn, right? It's really a turn of the tides.
Well,
right?
Gil, here's my point. The beginning of the year, right? Everybody saw it.
That take didn't just miss the mark. It completely misunderstood how players actually think. The moment Natasha Howard signed with Indiana, the entire argument unraveled. Here's a seasoned vet with multiple championship rings, individual accolades, and plenty of options. And she chose to return to the team that originally drafted her back in 2014. She's not running from the spotlight. She sees opportunity, momentum, and a chance to win, and she's jumping in headfirst. That says more about Caitlin Clark and the Fever's trajectory than any opinion ever could.
This is a tremendous, not only tremendous player, but a tremendous person. And what she's done the last 9 years in her career has put her in the elite company of many athletes and many players in this league. So, I want to say thank you to Natasha and to her family for coming back to us. Because when a player returns to a place that drafted them, that's special. And she chose us, because she could have gone anywhere.
And Howard didn't just quietly sign her contract and fade into the background. She made her intentions loud and clear. I feel like I'm meant to be here. I'm glad to be back where I started, and my family and friends are thrilled to see me come full circle, she said during her first press.
At the end of the day, the way Indiana came at me with everything they promised me and they keeping their promise. They sold me, and I took the bait for it. And I'm happy to be back where I started, and also being back with Coach. So and Kelly and also Amber as well, bringing her along. It's just a blessing to be back where I started, and also for my family and friends to also see me back where I started at as well. Just amazing and a grateful feeling to be back in a Indiana Fever jersey.
She didn't choose Indiana because it was her only option. Natasha Howard had choices. She picked the Fever because she wanted to, not because she had to. Let that sink in. The same team that Cheryl Swoops once claimed no one wanted to touch.
That's a good one right there.
I'll be back like
Number 33, the original. Back at it.
Oh, jersey.
Look, the original.
Right, we was with Adidas.
Look at that.
2014, y'all.
2014, right there.
And when Howard was handed her original 2014 Fever jersey after signing, it wasn't just a symbolic gesture. It was a powerful emotional moment. You could see what it meant to her. This wasn't just a comeback. It was about legacy, about closing a loop with
Coach Steph has always been on my butt about hustling, working hard. Do the little things, because the little things gonna take you a long way. And when I got the minutes that I played my rookie year, I took every advantage of it, and I'm happy to be back next to her, playing with her and her coaching me.
And this wasn't just some feel-good, sentimental reunion. Kelly Krauskopf and the Indiana front office made a strategic move. From the jump, they made it clear. Natasha Howard wasn't a fallback. She was the target. Krauskopf said it best. Natasha was the person we wanted because of her high character, professionalism, and team-first leadership. This was a calculated decision to bring in a proven winner who not only fits the culture, they believe she can help define it.
We have the talent, but first of all, we have the people to actually do it. So my thing is, I'm happy, like I said, to be a part of this, and also bring the leadership and the desire to show this young group what it takes to win a championship. I have 3, so my thing is to show them you can't take no days off in practice. You gotta think, you practice, it's the way how you play. So my thing is coming in, I'm just gonna show them this is how you work hard. So when you work hard, it's gonna be easy in the game. It won't be as hard. So my thing is just bringing that championship mentality to the locker room and to this team.
COO Amber Cox didn't mince words either. While introducing Howard, she joked, "Most people have a one-page resume. Natasha's is multiple pages long." Translation: this isn't just a role player. They just landed a cornerstone, a proven force who brings championship experience, leadership, and credibility to a team that's building something serious. Indiana didn't just make a splash, they planted a flag.
The list of accomplishments are long. People say you should have a one-page resume. Natasha cannot have that. It is several pages. 3-time champion, 2-time All-Star, Defensive Player of the Year, Most Improved Player. I mean, again, the list goes on and on and on.
But it wasn't Indiana's statements that truly quieted the critics. It was Howard's own words that shut it all down. The idea of playing alongside a rookie sensation, like Caitlin Clark, didn't intimidate her. In fact, she embraced it. Howard made it clear she felt honored and excited to join a team.
I think it was day 1 when I got this job. Kelly and I were on the phone, and we had 2 things on our to-do list: re-sign Kelsey Mitchell and bring back Natasha Howard. We have been focused on this day and this moment since the day we started this process.
She even opened up about how much she's grown since her first stint in Indiana. "I've developed significantly both as a player and as a person," she said. And then came the real mic drop. "Some teams didn't treat me with the respect I deserved." This move isn't just about a fresh start. It's about being seen, valued, and having the chance to lead something truly special. So the next time someone tries to say, "Nobody wants to play in Indiana," just point to Natasha Howard, a seasoned champion with options, who walked straight into the Clark era and said,
"The person that's sitting next to me is of high integrity, high class, great teammate. Players in this league love her. So welcoming her back, putting her on the floor with our guards, there's a reason why her nickname is Flash."